Hey Tim, how you doing? Um, usually the morning group, which is morning in the United States, afternoon in Europe, and night in Asia, sort of takes a little more time to gather steam. So anyway, we'll hang around for a while. Uh, One of the things that I thought would be interesting to talk about today is this chart that Fell made, and he sort of set up a hierarchy. So we'll wait a bit. Now, Tim, hi Johnny, hi Clyde, the Dawn Patrol, a movie a reference. Yeah, it is. Hi Mark, uh, Carlos, how you doing? How are Panama and everyone? Hey, have you guys seen this chart that Fell made? Hi, Joas. Uh, it's evening. Okay, so if you're in the evening, you must be in somewhere. Joas, where are you from? Is that uh, somewhere in Asia or? Hey, Williams, did you go to the theater to see the middle or high school? High school. Go to the theater to see it in the middle. Uh, I'm not sure what that is. Indonesia. Okay. Did you see the theater? Okay, I'm not sure what that is, Clyde. I'll figure it out eventually. All right. Well, listen. There was a chart that Fell made. I don't know. Maybe you saw it. Fell Orology, I think is he goes. Hi there, Stifle. How you doing? Anyway, he had a tier he set up. Let's see, one, two, three, four, five different tiers. And the more Dawn Patrol. Okay, I get it now. Sorry. Anyway, let's let's take a look at the different groups that he had, and I'd really like to get your opinion on it. Uh, about a year or so ago, maybe longer now, I had made a similar, tried to set up some tiers, and I had no idea. Stefan, Paul, good morning. Um, no time for you guys cooking for the elderly. What would you do that for? Elderly is tougher than you think. Just ask Clyde. Let's see. Hey, Chris, Millie, how are you? Guy in my town is trying to sell a Breguet XX for 3,500. That doesn't sound too bad to me. Okay, um, listen up a second and get your opinion. This guy has, let's see, Fell has one, two, three, four, five tiers. Okay, and the first one is called Goals and Grail. He's got a picture of Dufour, Philippe Dufour. Okay, and then he has the following brands at the very top. He's got FP Journe, Beauvais, Parmigiani, Patek Philippe, Vacheron Constantin, and Breguet at the very top tier. What are your opinions about that as far as the one that would be the top tier? Why don't I do this? I'll give you guys the first two and see what you think. Okay, so the top one again is FP Journe, Beauvais, Parmigiani, Patek Philippe, Vacheron Constantin, and Breguet. The second one is called Really Want Always, and it's Zaza Lecoutre, Zenis, Audemars Piguet, A. Longa and Son, Piaget, Roger Dubuis, uh, Gerard Perregaux, and Chopard. Okay, so those are the first two tiers. Um, any any opinions on that? Hey, Oscar. Let's see. Where's H. Moser? Okay, H. Moser's not on the list. So but he has a picture of Philippe Dufour. So I'd probably put H. Moser up there too at the top. Uh, let's see. Who'll be getting all watches a zero at $0 soon? Okay. Um, Mark J. FP Jorn. Yeah, well, it's at the top already, Mark. Happy quarantine. Same to you, Oscar. There was like, this is sort of what I do anyway. Um, Paddock Philippe, VC, and PF at the top. Okay. Johnny, first time the divisions make semi sense. Oh, good. Well, that's good. Abdul, hi. Uh, let's see. Tim, are you including the cost of shovels? What does Tim say? We'll be getting all watches at $0 soon. By the way, Tim, didn't you just get an H. Moser, a really neat one? What should I buy for $20,000? I don't know. 20,000. Boy, you get a lot of choices there. Oh, I'll tell you. FP Jorn. Find an FP Jorn. That's what I'd get. A ventilator. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got the Pioneer. That's a cool one. I like that. Okay, so now you got $20,000 burning a hole in your pocket. I would suggest getting an FP Jorn CS. And right now, during the troubles, you might be able to get one for that. What about Piaget? Let's see where he has Piaget on this chart of his. Let's see. He doesn't have it. Piaget is another one that he might have to reconsider. Okay. A lot of toilet paper for 20,000. That's true. Okay. Well, let's take a look now at the. Okay, so we've got the first. The first one is FP Jorn, Beauvais, Parmigiani, Paddock Philippe, Vacheron, Constantin, and Breguet. The second tier is Jaja Lecoutre, Zenas, Audemars Piguet, A. Longa. Oh, there's Piaget. Piaget is on the second one. Who had asked about Piaget? Joas had. So it's on level 2, and then the Roger Dubuis, Gerard Perregaux, and Chopard. Okay, those sound all right so far, so good. Good morning, Mike. Okay, all right. So let's see, a high-powered dune buggy guitar that shoots flames and leather chaps. Clyde, you know why that got stopped. They'll do anything on this. Okay, Cartier. Where's Cartier? I don't see. Oh yeah, Cartier is on the third level. Okay, so let's see. It's on the third level. Omega, Bulgari, Frank Mueller, Panerai, Blancpain, IWC, Rolex, Cartier, and Montblanc. How does that sound? Hey, you got away with that one, Clyde. Hey, Mark, how you doing? All right, so here we got the 3 tiers so far. First tier, FP Jorn, Beauvais, Parmigiani, Paddock Philippe, Vacheron Constantin, Breguet. That's number 1. Number 2, Jaja Lecoutre, Zenas, Audemars Piguet, A. Longa, Piaget, Roger Dubuis, Gerard Perregaux, and Chopard. Number 3 is Omega, Bulgari, Frank Mueller, Panerai, Blancpain, IWC, Rolex, Cartier, and Montblanc. How does that sound so far? Hey, hope you're well. Hey, somebody's sick? Abdul? Abdul, are you? Where's Abdul? Is Abdul sick? I didn't know that. Yeah, hope you're well too, Abdul. Yeah, I didn't know that. Is Abdul here today? Let me see. There's Abdul. Yeah, Abdul is here. Are you okay, man, Abdul? Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. Okay. All right. Good. All right. See, if before Williams Watches said, "I hope you're well," and you're well suddenly, I think we got a cure right there with William. Okay. Uh, Chris, Bill, can you put the link to the list on the chart? Uh, I don't have a link to the chart. What I have, Chris, the chart, they put they posted the chart, I think it was yesterday, on the Facebook page, High Horology Lounge. Okay. And you can find it there. I don't know where else it was. What I did is that I downloaded it from the Facebook page and just put it up here so we could talk about it. Okay, Mont Blanc certainly belongs in tier 3. It has become such a great brand recently, its current releases. I think so too. Mont Blanc, started off, they had with ETAs and, trying to make it from the fact that they had a pen by that name that was highly regarded. And, but they've really come a long way, I think. Some of the ones they have are pretty nice. So, yeah, I think that they certainly on the same level with Cartier, who has mystery meat movements, and same with IWC. So, anyway, same with Bulgari, Mont Blanc, and Hermes. Those three are ones that have really come up, identified as either a pin company or a jewelry company. They've gone out of their way. Hermes, which should be on the list somewhere, owns 25% of Vaucher now. So that's something. I wear a watch every day, keeps the doctor away. That's a good one. I drink coffee all the time and nothing happens. Okay. I got on my Moser, my new one. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Okay, so those are the 3 tiers so far. All right, now the 4th tier is called Nice to Have. Longines, Baume and Mercier, Frederic Constant, Grand Seiko, Glashütte Original, Breitling, and Nomos. What do you think of those? Home date. Okay, Joyce. You have to wear them on both wrists. Yeah, I do. Coffee is the key to a happy life. I think so too. All right. Here, I would have some adjustments on the 4th tier. I think that Grand Seiko, Glashütte Original, and Nomos should go up a tier. The other ones, yeah, maybe even Frederic Constant. Frederic Constant is, I think, that killed that brand for me. They have their own in-house movement, but they use gold plating on their watches. So that always bothered me. I mean, there was just something about it that sort of brought it down. They have very good pricing, and I've held and put on their watches. They're fine. They're good looking watches. But that one thing about the get rid of the gold plating, either have gold or just cut it out altogether. Okay, grants should be higher. I don't know. Here's why. Now, this is me, not everyone else. Grand Seiko has beautiful watches. They have a lot of really good high technology in the development of the spring drive, but so does an Apple Watch. I mean, it's like basically the spring drive drives a quartz. Okay, but still, I think they ought to go up a tier. And I think they have a lot of purely mechanical movements too. So anyway, and I think IWC is one that should come down a notch. Same with Cartier until they start telling the truth about by really not being deceptive about what's in their watches. The other ones are okay. Of the 3, I prefer Grand Seiko than Nomos. Okay. What is gold odd? What is gold? Well, it's not so much the gold; it's gold plating. I mean, gold plating is that stuff rubs off. There's all kinds of problems with it. So if you can have gold, have gold. If you're not, then don't. Frederick Constant should release solid gold watches for its grand complications, such as perpetual calendar. I don't see. I don't know if that was so. I don't think so either, Joas. I think that the thing is that if Frederick Constant just sort of didn't do gold, maybe they could have some brass or bronze or something like that. But if you're going to be a luxury high horology watch of some sort, I don't think you should use gold plating. Okay, gold PVD. Okay. All right, let's go down to the bottom level somewhere in a vault. I don't know. Rado, Hamilton, Jean Ricard, Tag Heuer, Dunhill, Eberhard, Raymond Weil. Now, of those, I have a Rado, I have a Dunhill, and I have a Raymond Weil. I would say, I don't know. That looks pretty good to me. I might. Let me think. Eberhard, they did win a Grand Prix award, but they won it with an ETA ticker in it. I don't think Rado or Raymond Weil make their own movements. Hamilton, no, I don't. They have some really nice watches I like. Tag Heuer has some, but I don't know. They're problematic. It looks pretty good to me. Okay, Tag Heuer should be higher. Its Carrera and Monaco lines are collectible. Yeah, they're collectible, but I mean, so's my $200 regulator. Being collectible, like I was watching a what's his name? The guy that did Bullet. Anyway, the guy that wore the Tag Heuer Monaco in some racing movie. Yeah, kind of greasy. Clyde, that's my opinion too, and I agree 100%. I think Cartier could be in that crowd too. Steve McQueen, that's who I was thinking of. Steve McQueen made the Tag Heuer Monaco famous. I do like the Monaco. I really like it a lot, Joaz. And it is collectible. It certainly is. But, it's basically a square watch with a round movement. Now, what's that? Okay, yeah. Steve McQueen Queen. Thanks, Johnny. I have a Dunhill briefcase. I never knew they did watches until seeing yours. Yeah, Dunhill, it's one of those funny ones. The Dunhill I have is nice because it's solid 18 karat gold. It's got my favorite Jacquet 736 movement in there. And my wife has to take care of it, which is sort of nice. Looks better on her than it would look on me. Yeah, I like the Monaco. Yeah, liking a watch, I like the Monaco too. And it's sort of cool. And I like my perpetual regulator. I like them. There's something about them. AC3 having 5 identical Pateks should be enough to drop them down a level, huh? Well, I don't know. Did you see the Patek Philippe's that Rick had? Rick had these really nice selection, non-typical Patek Philippe's, especially that calendar with the guy working in the back room was doing a mock-up, and that ended up being what they had. Anything looked good on McQueen. I agree, Oscar. I've been trying to watch The Getaway. For those of you who read cheap novels, one of my favorite writers is a guy named Jim Thompson, and he wrote these noir. It was called Nouvelle Noir novels, and he did it. But I think he did it better than anyone else. He wrote The Getaway, but the movie wasn't quite. If you've ever seen a film called The Grifters, that's about the That's another Jim Thompson novel. Okay, you're right. Steve McQueen looks good in anything. Didn't mean to get off the topic. Watches for sure. Hoyer are a different breed. Tag Heuer, I think, as well. Did they sell his Patek recently? Whose Patek? Joas? Who had a Patek Philippe that was up for sale? You know, I don't know. Maybe I suppose if I had a El Laura worn by Napoleon or something, I think that would be sort of cool. But I don't know. Archie. Oh, Archie. I don't know. I have no idea what Archie's doing. He's having fun in his own way, I guess. Yeah, he sold it. Did he try to sell his Patek? Oh, okay. I don't know if he sold it or not. I tell you, okay, so we have those 5 levels. Okay, so some changes I think were worth making. I'd put H. Moser up there, up on the top. I'd also put Langenheim up there too. I don't know if anyone else would, but I would. And I'd probably the second tier I think is pretty good the way it is. You know, somebody was saying, mentioned Piaget. There's a certain Piaget, I can't remember the Piaget something or other that looks a little like a Nautilus, but it may have been designed by Gerald Genta. But there's a really cool Piaget out there that I think is a really good deal. Okay, let's see. I think it'd be cool to have a perpetual calendar in steel under 10K from a good Swiss manufacturer. Abdul, I agree. That would be cool. You know, the perpetual calendar I've gotten my head stuck on is the one by Moser. I love that one. The thing I like the most about it is that the way you can set it. It is a hand wound, and with a perpetual calendar. I got to wind this thing all the time. A Longa is better than Patek on the same price bracket. Okay, I'll stay out of that argument. A Longa and Patek Philippe, in certain people's opinion, haven't done anything really new in quite a while. All right, but that's another opinion, not necessarily mine. Because A Longa I like. I don't know. They gotta do something for it. 2 watches from Patek Philippe that I happen to really like is their regulator. I can't afford it, and also the one that Rick had that I think is so cool. I think it's called a triple calendar or something. Very cool. Vacheron Constantin also has, I think it's called triple calendar 1941 or 42, one of the two, and that's another really cool triple calendar that I like. Both of those. Let's see, Piaget Polo. That's it, Clyde. Thank you. Piaget Polo. This would be a watch. I think that's one of those watches that's really undervalued because they're a cool looking watch. And does anybody know whether what's his name designed it? Gerald Genta. Is that one of his designs? It may be. I'm not positive though. It's amazing the quality of hand wound, which are starting to appeal. Well, it's about time, Johnny. Hand wound's the only way to go. Hey, Junior, how you doing, man? The gondola is really underrated. I agree 100%. For years, I think it's called the 5124J. That's a Patek Philippe gondola. Mm-hmm. And do you know they got rid of the gondola? They don't make them anymore at Patek Philippe. They got rid of the whole line. The one that, I don't know if they'll ever get rid of it, but the ellipse. I don't know. Does anyone have an ellipse? I came to like those, but the ellipse, the word ellipse in there is from the golden ellipse, which is connected up to the Fibonacci sequence and all of that whole um, golden ratio thing, and that's it's something very cool about that. Hey, Clyde Mills, how you doing? We got two Clydes here today. It's a banner day. Um, okay, let's see what else is going on. No, not a junta. Okay, Clyde, thanks. Millie, they should release the Patek Philippe lips with bracelets like they used to. Yeah, they did. Millie, that's a good idea. Um, they're really cool looking bracelets too that they had with them. It, with a bracelet, a gold ellipse, golden ellipse with a gold bracelet, to me is the ultimate dress watch. I mean, that is like tuxedo and just gorgeous. I really like that combination. Uh, okay. Okay, Abdul, you're looking for a gondola. Great. Hey, Andres. No, Piaget Polo is Genta inspired. Okay, it's Genta inspired. So is it's really funny. The Octo, the Bulgari Octo is Genta inspired, even though Genta designed the Bulgari. So you could, if you want an actual one that was designed by Genta from Bulgari, it's the Bulgari. And you want the newer Bulgari because it has the BVL 191 movement, and but the one that looks more like a Genta is the Octo. So it's one of those things. I don't think Genta designed the Polo. I was researching, but the size is too big for me. Ah, okay. It's one of those watches I saw. I thought, man, I tell you, in a blue one, that would look really good. The guy who really knows about him is Federico. Federico used to he used to work in the Fifth Avenue store of Piaget, and before they had what was called the Asian crisis, and when the Chinese government forbid people bringing in extra luxury watches because they were bribing the officials with them, Federico said that his store, the whole busload of Chinese tourists with all of this huge amount of money would come in and buy all of them up. Man, I tell you, that must have been a fun time. Okay, Tissot should be at the least the last tier with the. I don't know. I like Tissot. I have a soft spot for Tissot, and for this reason, it probably should be at the bottom. But their heritage, the Tissot, is called the Heritage Petite Seconde. They have an ETA 6498 in them, and they don't make any bones about it. And it's just a cool watch. I mean, I've seen them brand new available at Joma Shop. They were the ones that had the funniest thing happen when they first came out with the Heritage Petite Seconde. They had something that was called was the first anti-magnetique. And well, it turned out that it was, and they had anti-magnetique printed on them. And so and then they found out, well, they're not anti-magnetic though. They came out with them, and so they had to take the anti-magnetic off. There's got to be some of those floating around somewhere. I'd love to have one that before they decided that it wasn't a good idea to call a watch that wasn't anti-magnetic to be part of some historical kind of thing with that. Okay, Bulgari is gaining a lot of ground in the luxury market and high horology with its new Octo models. Maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but something technologically very good. Oscar, I agree with you. I think the BVL 191 is one of those really good, solid movements, too, that they use in a lot of theirs. But the new one, the one in the extra thin one, they have the thinnest chronograph, they had the thinnest, all kinds of things. Those are really nice watches. They were anti-magnetic by standards of the day when first released. Oh, in other words, they weren't anti-magnetic at all. They'd be boom. Hi, 90 knots. Well, look, guys, gotta run. Oh, their Blue Buchner Chrono is a beauty. Yeah. That's something else. That's another one too. We gotta do more stuff on it. Our Buchners. I'll try to do something on that one soon. Okay, guys, I've got to go, and having one this afternoon. If you'd like to join us at, I think I don't know, at 4 o'clock Eastern time. I don't know what that is, and I think it's like 2100 GMT or something like that. I don't know, but 4 p.m. Eastern. Take care, stay well, and be safe.